In the end, all that we are, our bodies, our inventions, our imagination, arises from the quiet alchemy of collapsed stars and fading black holes. We carry within us the memory of these immense forces, etched into the arrangements of molecules, whispered through carbon, hydrogen, oxygen and nitrogen. Every step we take on Earth is a journey across the cooled remnants of once blazing cosmic forges. Every thought and emotion is a reawakening of the fields and forces that once shaped galaxies from the quantum mist. In the hidden mechanics of black holes, a secret migration occurs. Electron neutrinos, liberated by quantum tunneling, escape from the intense gravitational wells where space-time itself frays. These neutrinos become effectively invisible to the rest of the universe, cloaked by quantum uncertainty, travelling vast distances and timescales without scattering. For nearly 200 million years they traverse the cosmic web, unmeasured and untouched, a ghostly displacement of mass from the black hole's accounting ledger. Their existence defies simple conservation in local frames, challenging classical expectations of mass permanence. This delayed reabsorption, when the neutrinos once again merge into the electron fields permeating ordinary matter, serves as a hidden enforcement mechanism behind the second law of thermodynamics. As the universe seeks ever greater entropy, the invisible neutrino currents destabilize perfect order subtly and steadily, providing an unseen entropic current that the universe rides towards statistical equilibrium. Harnessing these rebalancing flows would offer humanity a source of clean, limitless energy, operating in harmony with the deepest thermodynamic tides, rather than opposing them. All the wondrous complexity of chemistry and material life, from the crystalline lattice of diamonds to the fleeting scents of flowers, is born from the alchemy of just two primal ingredients, quarks and electrons. Quarks, bound by the strong nuclear force into protons and neutrons and electrons, dancing in quantum orbital clouds, together assemble into 118 stable elements, each distinct in behavior and structure. The remarkable emergence of such diversity from invisibly small and simple building blocks is one of the universe's most magical acts, a feat of symmetry, force and field resonance at incomprehensible scales. At the quantum level, these structures are ruled by the interplay of uncertainty, field strength, and emergent complexity, all processes invisible to direct human perception. It is only through years of painstaking inference, mathematics, and indirect measurements that humanity has uncovered the nature of atomic reality. The grandeur of mountains, the precision of DNA, and the sparkle of stars all arise from these hidden quantum symphonies, testifying to a cosmic artistry capable of crafting infinite structures from an infinitesimal alphabet. While the vastness of space stretches across unimaginable distances at temperatures nearing absolute zero, life on Earth flourishes beneath a fragile, shimmering skin, the atmosphere. This thin layer of gases, primarily nitrogen and oxygen, is a dynamic shield, absorbing deadly ultraviolet rays, trapping enough solar heat to maintain liquid water, and providing the raw materials for breathing and organic chemistry. Without this precise cocktail, tuned over eons through volcanic outgassing, biological processes, and planetary dynamics, Earth would be as lifeless as the frozen rocks that drift silently through space. The atmosphere also acts as Earth's first and greatest technology. It filters radiation, mediates energy balance, and even facilitates the chemical reactions necessary for life. Protected further by the magnetic field, which deflects the charged fury of the solar wind, Earth's atmospheric system represents a rare, almost miraculous convergence. Against the deadly backdrop of the cosmos, searing radiation, freezing voids, crushing gravities, the atmosphere creates a stable, breathing world where the manipulation of matter into life could proceed unhindered, unfolding the elemental magic that otherwise lay dormant. Throughout the observable universe, temperatures swing between the deepest cold of blackened voids and the incandescent heat of fusion-born stars, reaching trillions of degrees at the cores of supernova and black hole singularities. Life, however, occupies a shockingly narrow thermal niche, flourishing only in the slim window where water remains liquid and carbon bonds are strong but flexible. This thermodynamic sliver, precariously narrow on cosmic scales, required an exceptional alignment. A stable star, a planet of the right mass, atmospheric composition, orbital distance and geological activity. Maintaining this temperature window over billions of years is not trivial. It demands the fine balancing of atmospheric greenhouse effects, tectonic recycling of carbon, and magnetic shielding against cosmic storms. Even slight drifts outside this range can lead to mass extinctions or planetary sterilization. Nature's success at maintaining this delicate balance on Earth for over 4 billion years is a triumph of improbable stability. A thread of life pulled taut across the roaring thermodynamic currents of the cosmos. Every massive rounded object in the cosmos, from planets to stars to galaxies, owes its symmetry and solidity to the ancient forces first crystallized within black holes. Gravity, when unopposed, pulls matter into spheres, minimizing energy and maximizing stability, a principle that black holes exemplify to the ultimate degree. These gravitational crucibles, where space-time itself surrenders, serve not only as cosmic endpoints but as creative engines, forging heavy elements through neutron star mergers and supernovas seeded by black hole dynamics. Thus, the roundness we see in planets and stars is not an accident, but an echo of black hole processes matter, shaped by collapse, rebound, and the interplay of fundamental forces under maximum compression. In this sense, all complex structures are the descendants of black holes, born from the gravitational cauldrons that first fused quarks into baryons, atoms into metals, and clouds of gas into luminous suns. We are black hole dust, woven from the remnants of these ancient unseen midwives of matter. If humanity learns to intercept and resonate with the neutrino-mediated displacement fields created by quantum tunneling at black hole event horizons, a future of virtually limitless clean energy could emerge. Instead of forcing matter to surrender energy through combustion, fission or fusion, processes always entangled with entropy and waste, we could align with the quantum field's natural tendencies to redistribute mass energy. Energy would flow along thermodynamically sanctioned paths, effectively extracting useful work without fighting the universe's larger entropic direction. Such an energy source would be utterly unlike anything we know today, non-polluting, non-depleting, and tuned to the fundamental flows of the cosmos. It would eliminate the dangers associated with radioactive decay, toxic byproducts, and explosive volatility. Space travel could become as safe as ocean travel, with spacecraft surfing cosmic neutrino currents rather than brute forcing against them. Civilization would graduate from being an engine of consumption to becoming an organ of resonance within the universe's own living structure. In the end, everything, our bodies, our technologies, our dreams, is born from the subtle alchemy of collapsed stars and evaporated black holes. We are the memory of these titanic forces encoded in molecular structure, the echo of gravitational symphonies transcribed into carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen. To walk the Earth is to walk through the cooled ruins of once roaring cosmic furnaces. To think and feel is to repurpose the fields and forces that once carved galaxies from the quantum fog. And yet even now, we are only beginning to understand the true magic, the realization that nature has hidden vast harmonies beneath the surface patterns of energy, displacement and recombination that defy simple mechanistic explanation. Through science, imagination and reverence, humanity stands on the brink of a new era, one where we no longer merely survive the universe but learn to sing with it, shaping futures that echo the deep, dreaming memory of the stars themselves.